Hey guys, it is Monday here in West Virginia, and today we're doing something a little different than our regular Mopar Monday. We're doing a Monte Carlo Monday, which I did mention in one of our videos over the weekend, because we've been doing so many Mopar videos for like Mopar Monday, then for Free It Friday, so we went ahead and decided to do a Monte Carlo Monday since we had a few of them to unbox. These were the last three Monte Carlos that I needed to have all of the Revell Lowrider Monte Carlos, the 70 and 77. I still need the black collectible Chevys, 70 Monte, to do a base swap on to make it into a lowrider. I'm trying to do that with all the collectible Chevys. I have the green Monte, but I still need the black one, and I need both 63 Impalas. Besides that, I think I have all of them, except for the 58, which, as you guys probably know if you collect these Revells, the 58 doesn't have adjustable suspension, so that's why I don't really go after the 58s. So the first one we're going to take a look at is this white one here. I think this is the oldest release that we have here. All of them are old. This is from 2003. And let me see on these other ones. Yeah, there's a 2005 and a 2005. Yeah, so the 2003 is the oldest one, this guy here. This white one I've been after for a while. I was trying to find it for a reasonable price, like say around 30 bucks, but that just wasn't going to happen. When I first started collecting lowriders back last fall, I should have snagged this one up when I had the chance, because I've seen it up a couple of times for like 30, 35 bucks, but I just wasn't the I don't know, the best looking one to me, being white. But after looking at it for a while, the white kind of grew on me, and I like the subtle pinstriping approach of the patterns in the paint, that they are not painted and so obvious. They're just outlined with the pink pinstriping, which is kind of cool. And then you have the Joker mask on the hood. So anyways, let's get this one out and take a look at it. The blister had already fallen off this card when I like barely had to pull on it to open it. And the glue was weak and it just came right open. So this is a really nice looking car. This one, however, though, the trunk does not line up too well. Unfortunately, that happens sometimes, and probably the only way to fix it would either be to grind some off of the batteries or off of the bottom of the deck lid, which I will probably do neither because I don't want to hurt the car. So that's just a flaw that you have to learn to live with the opening trunks, especially on these Monte Carlos. The Impalas aren't too bad, but the Monte Carlo, because it's so flat, have a tendency to have this problem. But yeah, it looks really good. And front and rear. And it's got pink inserts on the seats to correspond with the pink pinstripes on the outside of the car. It's like a pinkish red, I guess I could call it. I don't know. In some ways it looks red, in some ways it looks pink. I'm guessing pink because the seats have pink inserts. I think it's pink. Monte 70. Should have been there. 70 Monte. But anyways. Really cool car. So, the next one that I have is another 70. And this one actually is my favorite of all the 70s. And I should have bought it a while ago. But once again, I screwed around and missed out. But I finally found it again at a pretty good price. I think I paid 40 bucks for this one. Which, in my opinion, is a great price for this car. Because it's, well, overall just beautiful. It's the best looking 70 that Revell makes. And as I mentioned, this is from 2005. These blister packs were the last of the Revell Lowrider releases. So the ones on the cards, the cardboard, are the oldest ones. The ones in the blister packs are the newest ones. So as you can see, this thing is very nicely done. It is like a candied tangerine or copper. Not sure what to call it, because I believe the color that Gilbert painted my S10 in and my other two, the Buick and the Caddy, is like a candy tangerine, candy orange, and this really matches well with those. So I'm guessing that's the color they used on this. And then with the gold pinstripe patterns in the paint, that looks awesome. The Lowrider dude in the back window. You got the gold Dayton's. This is the only release, I think, of the 70 Monte with gold spokes. No, I'm wrong about that. Sorry. I was looking at my cabinet. There's a couple other ones with gold spokes. This is the only one with gold trim, I should say. So, with the gold front bumper, gold grille, and the gold rear bumper, none of the other Montes have gold trim. This is the only one. Fantastic looking car. Now, as you can see, the trunk on this one lines up a lot better than the white one. See, it's just unfortunately hit or miss with that. Sometimes they look great, sometimes they don't. So, just something you got to deal with the 70 Monte from Revell. So, really cool car. Love the color, love everything about this one. So he goes really well with my other ones. Let me see, can I get the one real quick? Yeah, we'll get the Buick. And bring him over here. Now, as I mentioned, I think this is like a candy orange or candy tangerine. And the Monte's a little darker, but they do look good next to each other. So the Monte may be copper. Not really sure on that. But anyways, they look cool together. And last but not least is the last 77 I needed. Now, for the 70s, they released, let's see, there's 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 Lowrider releases and 2 collectible Chevy releases. And as I said, I'm still missing the black collectible Chevys. So Revell had 10 70 Monte Carlos that they released. 8 in the Lowrider series and 2 in the collectible Chevy series. Now this guy here, there's 77 Monte Carlo. I don't know why they never did a collectible Chevy release of this casting, because it's a really cool casting. And it's a casting that not many people offer. Hot Wheels, about 2 or 3 years ago, finally launched a 75 with the single round headlight in the RLC lineup, but with the double stack square lights for like the 70, I think it's 76, may have had it, 77 definitely. Then 78, they went to the smaller body Monte Carlo, and that's when the Monte went from an A-body platform to a G-body platform. But anyways, yeah, they should have made a couple of regular releases of this. I think that would have went over well, but they only released 4 of the 77 Monte Lowriders, and the one that I have, the other burgundy one, is one that I would like to replace, because the pinstriping on mine was rubbed off because it had some paint rash on the other side, the passenger side, and such. Let's get this guy out and look at him. This one actually is nice. It didn't have any issues with paint rash at all, that I could see when I first opened it. But the other burgundy one I have with the white top has a little bit of rashing right there. But I rubbed most of it off. And when I did that, I rubbed the white pinstriping off a little bit. So I just ended up taking all the white pinstriping off the car and leaving it just burgundy or purple plum. I don't know what to call the color of it. And even this guy here. This one here is like a maroon burgundy with that fuchsia kind of top and interior. Really cool car, though. I do really, really like these. Opening deck lid, and it lines up good. So there is the rest of the Montes I needed. Now, maybe next week or maybe even sooner than that, I will bring out all of the Revell Monte Carlos and show you guys all 477s and 9 of the 1070s. As I mentioned, we got all the Lowriders. There's 8 of them and a few collectible Chevys. But my collectible Chevy, the green one, I turned into a Lowrider. So we'll show those to you guys maybe this week or next week. We'll do a Monte Carlo showcase. But thanks for watching, guys. Enjoy your week. I hope you have a great one. And we will see you again on Friday for Free It Friday. Maybe even a little sooner. I'm not sure what we're going to come across this week. So thanks for watching.